for you. How many of you guys like math? Raise your hand. Does anybody like math? Okay, cool. That's awesome. So believe it or not, writing actually has a lot to do with math. I know it sounds really crazy, but one of the things that writing is for me is it's actually problem solving. Okay, so when you're writing a story, all right, you don't really realize this when you're doing it, but you're actually creating a problem that you're going to solve, right? So very much like in math, when you have a problem that you're going to solve, right? The difference is that in writing, you get to come up with the problem, which means that you get to control everything, right? Because if you come up with a problem, you know you can solve it. Okay? And I really recommend you guys start with short stories if you're going to become writers, because we're starting with a short story is so much easier, and it allows you to practice creating a problem, solving a problem, creating a problem, solving a problem. Okay? So we can't change a person for no reason. And this is why it's so important when before you write to plan it out. If you're going to change someone from shy to not so shy, things have to happen where it's clear and obvious and most of all believable why this person has changed. There is a saying in writing, which is like everything you put into your writing needs to be resolved. Okay? You can't just throw things in there for no reason. They have to be resolved. So we don't need any scenes that don't move the story forward. If the scene is not moving us towards our goal, get rid of it. Like Mia has to grow, Lupe has to grow, Jason has to grow, Mom has to grow, Dad has to grow, right? Hank has to grow. These are like my essential 6 characters, and I'm tracking them using, guess what? Using Excel. Like I'm tracking them the same way I would track a math problem. And so that's the thing that's different about, I guess, about the way I look at writing is that it doesn't have to be this like random, do whatever you want kind of creative process. It can be, but it can also be really scientific if you want it to be. Okay, here's another. And thanks so much for coming to KYP. We really appreciate the opportunity to teach you guys. We love teaching you. I know it's been a really rough year with the pandemic. Thank you guys for hanging in there and, you know, staying so great and writing and reading and doing all those things even during this very hard year.